Salutations, everyone! I am Super97X, and today is a new day, if you can't tell, because there's no recollection of time in space when I record these. But guess what? Guess whose magical butt I got out here? I got Zeke motherfucking Slayer! He is currently...
Forced me into this.
I didn't force you. You can leave at any time. Please don't.
Just hear the Discord hang-up sign.
I would have been pissed. And he's probably going to do it at some point just to piss me off. But, so, we are both doing things. He is drawing anime women, and I am watching anime women. So we're equatedly sad men. But, I have an excuse. I'm doing this for YouTube.
I don't really have anything for that.
At least he didn't say he hated it, so... Let me close my Chrome. If you guys don't know, recording in Chrome is a bad idea, because Chrome just likes to take all your CPU and eat it. Chrome, can you close? Thing that's nice when Zach's here. I'm a lot more fun, and it's not as awkward for me to read. A flock of birds shoot across the sky and wakes me. I don't want to put my mic directly in front of my face, because then you get that ASMR style shit. I blink and then yawn, stretching my arms like high overhead. It feels like I got a decent amount of sleep. I frown. Was that Leanna now? Her voice was really faint. I hear a roar of wind and another flock of birds shoot up into the sky from the distance. I look around and realize Leanna's nowhere in sight. The others are still sleeping soundly. I kick off my bedroll and scramble for my sword, rushing out to meet her in the field. By the time I get there, Leanna smiles, seemingly satisfied, and sheaths her sword. And it's time for me to unsheath my sword, if you know what I'm saying. Everyone else is asleep. It's fine. It's fair game. She jumps.
Oh.
She turns around.
Good morning.
She stiffens, blushing, her eyes squeeze shut.
I mean, good morning.
Good morning. Leanna shifts from side to side. Her body seems strained and tight. Why is she suddenly so awkward? I mean, maybe because you're fucking dating, boy! You hit it! Are you ready for practice?
Right. About that.
She glances away as she's suddenly fascinated with something on the ground.
I actually just finished.
I blink in surprise. Really? She nods, scratching the back of her neck.
Yep.
Is she gonna be upset? But we always spar together. Leah's cheeks flush. She holds her smile.
Yeah, but you just seemed like you could use the rest. I didn't want to wake you.
Oh. I know Leanna's voice sounds a little bit too chipper. I can't feel like there's something to it. Is she avoiding me? My stomach squirms at the thought. Leanna shifts uncomfortably. The silence stretches on, making the air thick with tension. Things have been so crazy that we never had a chance to talk about the kiss. This morning is the first time things have started to feel more normal, and it's clear we have some unresolved feelings. Maybe that kiss was just on a whim. Maybe she doesn't want to pursue anything any farther. I guess there's no point in staying out here. We head back to camp and arrest the team awake. Why didn't you fucking ask her why everyone's asleep? Asshole.
Did you enjoy your practice? Yes, it was good. How did you sleep? Quite sufficiently.
I'm glad I didn't date Amelia. She's a fucking stick in the mud.
A significant amount of time has passed since you last attempted to open a temporal rift. Since you've absorbed more energy, perhaps now would be a good time to attempt it again.
Man, why do you think fucking Amelia and her damn boner for my temporal rift? Yes, I'm texting. I'm a professional YouTuber. What? You want me to do that now? Amy blinks.
Yes. We have resolved our mission with the Cloaked Brotherhood, and we are refocused on our search for the temples.
But what if I want to stay?
Ideal time to try again.
Okay, I remember my last attempt at once. Wasn't it a bit of a disaster last time? Amelia shakes her head.
The ability to open the rift is there. I believe if you focus,
but I don't want to go home.
I
want to fuck the big blonde lady. Alright. Leanna looks worried. She doesn't say anything. I'm curious and decide not to ask questions. Why the fuck are you asking questions? You like this woman. You gotta talk. Relationships based on communication, my guy. Who the fuck wrote this? I'm joking. It's still a good story and I understand what they're doing. They're trying to like create tension between these two characters because they know now that you are full on for Leanna and you want that fine armored bootay. So they gotta keep it going somehow. For once, I don't need Leanna or Amelia to guide me through what to do. I close my eyes, taking slow, deep breaths. Gathering with the energy, I shoot it down in my arm and try to visualize the rift. I break my arm. I'm taken off the ground by a fast energy shoots down at my arms. This time I open my eyes. Wind roars and flares up all around us. Amy and Leanna are speaking, but I can't hear them over the wind pounding in my ears. My heart automatically leaps at how strong the magic is, but I quickly shove the anxiety back. I can do this. I grit my teeth. This is an effort to extend my hand against the gale. The storm whips out even stronger. The trees groan and sway then. Nothing happens except for the fierce, biting wind. I held on a little bit longer to see if anything changes, but it doesn't. I created a tornado that wiped out 7 towns. The weight of my magic feels like it's settling deep into my bones, making my arm heavy as stone. Exhaustion ripples through my arm, and my arm stops down. The storm ceases. Nia breathes out a sigh and smiles.
Thank goodness.
She seems more relieved than necessary. Was that concerned about me casting or something else? I can tell. Maybe she doesn't want your ass to leave. Maybe you fucking should talk to her. Dumbass. Just be like, yo dog, you like me? Well, I want to stay. Let's do the whole marriage thing. Make your parents happy, we can travel the world, and I can fuck you in front of your friends. I don't think that last one is how it works. I jerk my head up. Amelia's face is a blank sheet. She taps her chin.
It seems you are still a complete failure.
Damn! She just called me a complete failure! Fuck you, Amelia! Not all of us can know 3 things of magic and be as boring as a piece of shit. If I wanted to be you, I'd be like my friend Chad, and you don't even know that reference, YouTube. Yeah, I just related Amelia to Chad. Leanna's jaw dropped.
Amelia! As you were able to summon more energy than before, I have come to the conclusion that you will not be able to cast a rift until you've absorbed even more energy.
Yeah, let me make him be a nuclear bomb of magical energy. I know, disappointed curling in my gut. I was hoping to get a step closer to home. I feel like I'm making no progress with these rifts. Maybe this can be your home now, Mr. Tom Thompson. Or maybe you can like travel, eventually you get so cool, you can like travel from your world and be like, yo dog, let me go get Leanna some Starducks because this is advertiser friendly and they don't have the advertisements to Starbucks. Maybe she can get home some McDaniels. I don't know, Leanna looks like she likes McDaniels.
However, your cast was exponentially more powerful than before. Your ability to manipulate energy is increasing at an
Can there be an option to
unprecedented
kick
speed.
Amelia's ass? Just for fun. I just kick her ass. That's a good thing, I think. Amelia nods. Just have to keep trying until I get it. Should we start heading to the water temple then?
Yep.
Why is Kara so close? Isn't she usually running away from us? We jump and whirl around. Stop sneaking up on us. Kara stifles a laugh. She seems back to her usual self again. I'm glad. But I wish she'd stop surprising me all the time. I mean, she's full of surprises, as you can know.
Which way are we going?
We should begin journeying towards the coast, as I am not positive on the temple's exact location.
Oh great, now do we have to be
do we
need to build a submarine to get the next one?
Costa Coral is a coastal city which best matches the description of where the temple may be located.
It's freaky on how little Amelia blinks. I've come to the conclusion that Amelia is a cyborg. Kara grins.
It sounds like we'll
In
have
a
to
world
pass
of magic,
the moon yet to
a
reach Costa
cyborg.
Coral anyway.
Zach, it's a world of magic. Hear yourself talking.
A fantasy where normally robotics don't exist.
You don't know that. This is the same world with dark energy and fucking meth. I don't need this shit. They had Breaking Bad characters in here. So find out one of the main superheroes, like the main like people who defeated Void is named XZ, and I'm very disappointed in his backstory. It doesn't say that after he defeated it, he went to go make techno music, because it would have been perfect to feed in and connect the 2 worlds. And so I'm a bit triggered that they didn't go on that, because I knew his name from the last one. So I'm upsetty. Never forgetty, Mom Spaghetti.
Is there not another way we could travel? I have already mapped out a course which would circumvent the academy.
Imagine Amelia is like a sad cat. Because she's like always pissed off, it seems. And snarky. Kara raises a brow and she takes a look at Amy's makeshift map.
This would take us very out of the way. It'll add on at least another week or 2 of travel.
Leanna places a hand on Amy's shoulder.
It'll be alright. This may be a good opportunity for you to confront your professors.
Amelia's frown deepens. She seems to be lost in thought. Leanna smile softens.
It'll be okay. Really. Boy, boy.
Why has Zach not talked for this entire day? I mean, he's not one to talk, but...
Yeah, I was about to say it's Zach.
Amy still looks a bit worried. After a moment, she nods.
Thank you. Perhaps their feelings towards my field study will be swayed if I show them all the information I have gathered on our journey hence far.
Car ruffles Amelia's hair.
You would be crazy not to, Amy.
Amelia blushes. She clears her throat.
Thank you. Let us find Zach and be on
let
our
us
way.
find Zach. Where the hell's Zach? Why is no one keeping tabs on this man? You find out that he's literally a mercenary badass that can kill people mercilessly, and you're just gonna let him go? Do you find Zach would clean up the campsite and we gather supplies? Well, glad someone knows where he is. We walk across the rolling, grassy hills until we find ourselves back into the path towards Lumia. Car and Zach lead the way. I notice Zach walking a little closer to Car than usual, but he keeps his arms crossed. Walking with your arms crossed is a pain in the ass. But you know, being an edgy anime character has its perks. Each time she catches him staring, her smirk grows more and more evident. Are those two together now? Thinking about Zach and Car suddenly has me wondering about Leanna and me. What are we? Are we a couple or Leanna just caught up in the moment? Ask her! I suddenly remember that kiss again and my face goes red hot. My gaze snaps to Leanna's hands dangling at her sides. They look so small and delicate. Fucking do something about it! My heart rate picks up. Reaching out to grab someone's hand is way less nerve-wracking than leaning in for a kiss, right? Besides, she made the first move in the wind temple, so now it's my turn. Slowly, her hand is right there. Be confident, you fool. I think I know what option I'm gonna go with. But we're gonna save because she's usually not okay with the whole PDA thing. So we gotta take this gentle. Let's do be confident, you fool. A small smile tugs at my mouth. I pick up the pace. I'm suddenly walking beside her, trying to be as nonchalant as possible. I turn my head away and slowly slip my fingers between hers. How does this work? Leanna flinches. She glances at her clasped hands, and her cheeks turn red as poppies. She turns back to the group and probably makes sure no one's watching. When it's clear no one's paying attention, she looks at me with a soft smile. She gives my hand a slight squeeze. Yay! A small victory for Tom Thompson. Her fingers are soft and her hand feels surprisingly small. Which hand? Because there's also her gauntlet hand, and I'm pretty sure that does not feel soft. But I'm just going to continue. And it's small, practically swallowed by my own.
Hey, Leanna, do you remember where we...
Uh-oh. Kara turns around and stops. She raises her eyebrows. Uh-oh. I don't like that mischievous look in Kara's face. Leanna squeaks. Her face burns scarlet and drops by my hand. A slow smile slides across Kara's face.
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry. Am I interrupting something?
We need a Kara smug emoji in our Discord server, Zach. Do you agree?
Yes.
It's too strong. If you find me one, we're gonna need to do that.
Of course not.
Zach and Amy stop. They turn to see what the commotion is all about.
What's going on?
Damn it, Zach. Zach, couldn't you just keep walking? Kara pins us with a knowing stare. Her eyes shimmer with something playful and mischievous. Crap, she definitely is gonna call us out.
Oh, nothing.
She spins it around on her heel.
I didn't see anything.
Zach arches an eyebrow.
Really?
Well, actually, there was this really
Oh.
beautiful flower, and I thought it'd be very nice if someone picked it for me.
Thank you,
Never
Kara.
mind.
Kara links her arm through Zach and he stops asking questions. He leads him ahead with Amelia trailing behind. So you don't care if Amelia's watching, but when Kara does it, you immediately shit yourself. Okay, Leanna, I get you. Considering that Amelia literally spills the beans anytime you ask her because she's so logical. Kara continues to flirt with Zach the entire way and pretends not to be interested. Leanna and I chat quietly on the way there to kill time, but Amelia barely says more than a few words. She's been unnaturally silent for most of the journey. The pongo falls asleep on my scarf. How cold is it still? While Kara leans into Zach. I can see the tops of Lumia's building speaking from behind a hill. As we start to get closer, the bustling of the city becomes louder and louder. I'm hoping at one point we meet Leanna's parents, and they're going to be like, "Oh, why aren't you married yet?" And I have an option to be like, "Well, you see, Mr. and Mrs. Dunn." What? What's that? You're cutting it out a bit. Oh yeah, I forgot how cool this city looked. Welp, hello, thumbnail material. Oh wait, let me get my mouse out of the screen because unlike some of the ones where I can disguise it as a star, I'm not doing it in that one because it's a building. I should just do that. I should just put my mouse cursor on each thumbnail and just make it like a Where's Waldo hunt. Is that what I should start doing, Zach?
No.
Aw, well, you're just no fun. I began to recognize the stone buildings and intricate crystal lamps. Intricate. Car grins.
Looks like we finally made it.
Yeah, what makes you think that, Kara? The giant fucking buildings? Nia lets out of a soft sigh.
Indeed, it appears so.
The city seems even more crowded than last time I was here. Maybe it has to do with the time of day. So are we just passing through or are you making a stop?
Well, I have a few things I want to take care of while we're here.
Same here. I'd like to check in with some people.
I want to see someone cosplay the characters from this game. Hey, Zach. Hello?
Yeah?
We should cosplay. You should cosplay as Zach Spade because that makes sense. And then I'll cosplay as Tom Thompson, aka the character I named him. Would you be cool with that? I'm gonna take your silence as a yes. Amy is silent. Amy is gonna be. She's probably scared. Leanna sends her a sympathetic glance, patting her on the
Just
arm.
remember, everything's gonna turn out fine.
She gets to school. Amelia's like, they're like, you're fucking banished. Amelia doesn't look too convinced, but she nods.
Perhaps it would be best to meet at the inn when all of our matters are accomplished.
Yep.
Then it's settled.
Wow,
We'll
Zach,
meet
the
back
man
up
of
at
many
the end of the
words.
evening.
I want Zach's jacket. If it wasn't like frowned upon to wear something that gay in public in this day and age, I would totally wear it. What? It looks like a nice jacket, but you can't wear trench coats, especially ones like that. That just says hey.
I was about to say what you said.
With a nod, the group splits off and goes in their separate ways. Let's see what Leanna's up to. Ask what Zach and Kara are up to. Follow Amelia. I'm ready to call it a day. Well, we're always going to go with Leanna first, because when she's by herself, we go first. And then we'll probably go to Amelia, because Amelia's cool, and then Zach and Kara. Let's give them their alone time. Lying through the slabs of Illumina, catch a glimpse of white armor turning the corner. Is that Leanna? You run up and you pull on this random woman. The woman calls you a pervert and beats you to death. Hurry to catch up with her and tap her on the shoulder. She stops and turns around. A small smile lights her face.
Oh, hey!
Hey, are you taking care of some shopping while we're in Illumia?
Not exactly. Since I'm back in the city, I figured I should stop at the Mage Guild and file my
Illumia?
report.
I always have a need to say Illumia with a lisp, so I'm going to say it instead of Illumia to Illumia. Illumia? Report? She
I
nods.
have to give an update on the energy spike anomalies. We know now that they were caused by the temporal rifts.
My stomach gives an unpleasant twist, so she's going to be reporting on the temporal rift. Wait, you're not going to mention me, are you? Yeah, shakes her head.
Don't worry. You're a byproduct of the spike, not the cause of it.
Oh. The anxiety lessens in my stomach. Well, that makes sense, but what will happen if the guild determines she's solved the case? Does that mean you're going to be assigned to another case? Yeah, blank, surprise, and laughs.
Oh, no, not at all. I haven't discovered the cause of the rifts or the anomalies, so I haven't completed my mission yet.
Do you know how long you're going to take? Yeah, grins.
Why? Are you gonna miss me?
Are you gonna miss me? Yes, I'll miss you like the stars miss the sun. That's my line. Nope. I'm not gonna say nope. I'm not that huge of an asshole. Zach, shut up. I know you're thinking to say something. No, but you might miss me too much. Leanna, listen, eyebrow.
Oh, really?
Don't worry, I'll try to make my... I lean to kiss her, but a blast of wind hits my face. I try to move forward, but it's too strong. What the? I open my eyes to see Leanna's face inches from mine. Her lips pull into a slight smirk and her cheeks bathe in the faint glow after the manipulator. I try to push forward the clothes. She's gonna cock block
You
me.
are absolutely right. We better not kiss then. After all, distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Damn it,
But so
Leanna.
does no contact.
Okay, let's try. Yeah, like really, of course. Every second without you, my heart hurts. Leanna blinks then
I
laughs.
think you'll be alright for a few hours. Well, I better get going. The sooner I file this report, the sooner
We'll
I
go
can
with the
move on.
more slightly sarcastic Leanna that we got. I just loaded the wrong file. We loaded the right file this time. We'll go with "That's my line." No, but you might miss me too much. Leanna lifts an eyebrow.
Oh, really?
Don't worry. I'll try to make it back to you as quickly as possible. Wouldn't want you to pine for me too much. Never heard that lean. I lean to kiss her, but a blast of wind hits my face. I try to move forward, but it's too strong. What the? I open my eyes to see Leanna's face is inches from mine. Her full lips pull up into a slight smirk. Her cheeks are bathed in the faint blue glow of her manipulator. I try to push forward to close that last few inches between us, but the the wind roars in my ears and keeps me hovering in place.
You are absolutely right. We better
I
not
forget how
miss
much
that.
of a smartass
After
Leanna can
all,
be.
Distance makes the heart grow fonder, but so does no contact.
But, Kissy, I can smell the faint trace of berries in her breath as she shoves me away with a small blast. I teeter backwards, scrambling to find my footing. Leanna watches me, clearly amused. Heat rises to my face. She giggles.
Well, I better get going. The sooner I file this
Smart
report,
ass.
the sooner I can move on. I'll see you later today.
Yeah. I'm salty about that. I watch her turn to disappear into one of the buildings with gold lettering and the sign hanging above. It's just as intriguing as the surrounding ones. I guess I better go find something else to do. Follow Amelia. I love Amelia.
They don't.
What? I was making a meme. Amy's going to be at the Mage Academy, and I think I could use some moral support. I retrace my step to the academy and spot Amelia along the way. Hey! Amy shuffles to a stop. Surprise flickers across her face.
Oh,
Just oh! Amelia, this is why I don't like you. She blinks.
hello.
She barely seems to register I'm there. Her mind is clear somewhere else. She must really be worried about facing the academy today. Whatever, she'll be fine. Give her a pep talk. Why not? We'll give poor Amelia a pep talk. Just because she's always been so supportive and loving of me as a character. Hey, it's gonna be okay. They might be angry at first, but you're a lot more capable than what they've given you credit for. They have no choice but to see that. Amelia blinks.
Your confidence does provide some solace to my distress.
Of course, they can't possibly stay mad at you when they realize how much this adventure has benefited your studies. She pauses, mulling over my words. She's so quiet that at first I'm not sure if I've convinced her, but eventually she nods, a familiar spark finally returning to her eyes.
I find your evaluation reassuring. I hope you are correct in that assessment.
Tom Thompson, coming to the rescue. Fuck Zack Spade. It's all about Tom Thompson. Hashtag ladies. So got any ideas about how you're going to convince them?
I do. I plan to show them all the research I've gathered on our journey hence far.
That's cool. What kind of research?
A continuation of Elderison's research into the temples of the ancients. I also have extensive notes on your impressive and accelerated mastery of casting and fighting.
Wait, what?
Of course, those findings I will not be sharing with the Academy at this time.
I let out a breath. I hadn't realized I'd been holding. Oh, good. She cocks her head to the side as she examines me.
Your bewilderment just now was unexpected.
Sorry, it's just I was worried you're gonna tell them about me and that they'll find out I'm from another world. Yeah, just say it in the busy middle of a town, you dumb jackass. Why don't you shout it from a rooftop, dumbass? But I'm glad you're leaving that out.
I believed it to be quite obvious that I would not be providing that information.
I smile at Amy. See, I wouldn't mind if Amy wasn't, like, basically the equivalency of a text-to-speech program, as in her voice is so dull and drained of any emotion. You can't fall in love with that. You fall with Cover because she has that sarcastic, bubbly personality, and then Leanna because she's kind of awkward and all that. And then there's just, you know, fucking synth over here. I smile at Amy, showing my gratitude. She may seem like a robotic at times. See, even the character knows it! But she really does care about her friends. Thanks, Amy. That's so nice of you. I believe this is Tom Thompson. He fell asleep during a test, and he's having one hell of a fucking dream. She blinks.
After all, it is irrelevant for my report.
Oh. Mia turns and starts walking away. Hey, wait! I follow her through the academy, iron gates, into a familiar grassy square. Hey! There's fewer students here than today when I was with Leanna. Maybe most of them are in class. Few students run blue coats, gains curious looks as we pass. In fact, I receive a few more curious looks. Why are they staring at us? Amy doesn't bat an eye.
Their stares are directed at you, as you are not a student. They are merely curious as to the reason for your visit.
Oh, I thought maybe they knew about you or something.
I am just one student out of many.
She makes a fair point. I don't know most of the students back at my university either.
Come, we should go this way.
We enter the castle and immediately leads me up to a spiral staircase. Our footsteps echo across the stone as we travel in silence. Mia's expression is impossible to read. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or not. She leads me into an open room. Oh, it's the same library we've seen at the other place, this place, and the school again. Amazing. And yes, I'm going to continue pointing this out. I hate that I do it, but I have, like, it's like an itch you need to scratch, and I need to point it out. It looks like a library or study hall. Wonder why? It's the same library or study hall you've seen 7 times previously, Tom Thompson. The architectures in this world are one of one. A few students peek around their books to get a glance at us, then return to where they are. Same with the people who created the inn. That man must have been recruited around the world to build the same exact inn. We push the back of the room into a small office where women
My
were...
explanation for that is that it's an MMO and most MMO inns are the same.
Yeah, but I'm just going to continue with my shitting all over this game even though I love it. Pixel Fade, if you're watching this, please don't sue me. I love this game. I just like pointing out and being an asshole. Can I please voice a character in a game? I would love that. Though these videos probably don't do me justice on how good my reading abilities are. But, you know, can you A, add a character named Tom Thompson, and B, let me voice him? I will play every visual novel that lets me put a name in as Tom Thompson, and I will make this man a god among the visual community. They're going to be like, oh, the adventure of Tom Thompson, I remember him. Zach, what would you do if I got to voice in one of these things? What?
Rather not
Huh?
listening.
Okay, we push to the back of the room and to a small office where a woman wearing flowing black robes sits at her desk. Her long teal hair is thick, but her amber eyes are creased with fine wrinkles, exposing rage.
Professor Odessa.
She just goes, Professor Odessa, and she's like, fucking re! She looks up at us and then lowers her quill and presses her lips to the fine line.
Amelia?
Amy remains silent. The professor's gaze slides to me and then she raises a brow.
Oh, you brought a friend.
Can I smash Professor Odessa and not tell Leanna?
Yes. He is one of my
You know, for
travel
my studies, you know.
I see.
I can contract her magical abilities through my wand. She folds her hands together.
I'm sure I don't have to explain to you what must happen now that you returned.
I am well aware of the consequences of my actions.
Professor Odessa nods and pushes herself to her
Then you
feet.
know that I must alert the council of your return.
Amelia nods and Professor Odessa's expression softens. She places a comforting hand on Amy's
It
shoulder.
is good to see you again.
Thank you, Professor.
Let's go then. The council is very upset with you, with good reason. But I'll make sure you have a chance to speak and explain yourself.
Again, Amelia
The
nods.
sentiment is much appreciated.
Professor Odessa hesitates. Her gaze lands on me again.
As I mentioned, he has accompanied me on my travels. I would wish to have him present should the council have any questions about my whereabouts or research.
Very well.
This is gonna go well. You want me to talk to professional counsel, and I know nothing about your world still. Okay. I stay quiet as I follow the two of them through the academy. I feel very out of place, but I want to remain supportive. And now you're starting to feel out of place. Okay. Eventually, we pause in front of a set of double doors. Professor Odessa pushes open the doors, and they creak assuringly. Resoundingly. Fucking English. English is hard. I want a shirt that says that. Just English is hard. A group of robed professors sit around a large table. Their chatter ceases when we enter the room. They all turn eyes on us. The one professor stands up and fucking says, Expecto Patron, and I get yeeted out of the room. They nod in greeting. Professor Odessa steps aside and reveal
I
Amelia.
call upon the council to hear the case of Amelia Estelle.
She takes a seat among the professors while Amy steps up. At least they have a better court system than we do. That was a fast and speedy trial. She's already in there.
Greetings, professors.
Their faces are stern.
Amelia Estelle, You left the academy against the will of your professors with no indication of your whereabouts.
I indicated my location within the message I left behind.
He glowers at her.
Yes, in Ember Mist, a fictional city.
With all due respect, Professor, Ember Mist is a very real location.
Another professor chimes in.
Amelia, please take the council seriously. The consequences of your actions could be quite severe.
How severe exactly is consequences? Can she get expelled?
The only permissive reason for prematurely departing the academy is if on a sanctioned field study.
I was on a sanctioned field study.
Sanctioned by the academy.
I understand, Professor. But if I may ask, what more could I have done to be granted a field study by the academy? My numerous attempts to acquire one has unequivocally been denied without a clear explanation.
The professor glance at each other.
Any declinations of field studies would be due to a poor fit between student and study.
Amelia frowns.
Can you please elaborate as to how I am a poor fit? I have proven myself a sufficient mage caster in my classes. I have completed all prerequisites necessary to obtain a field study without fail. As such, I am one of the most ideal candidates for a field study.
Your maturity level and ability to communicate with your peers is lacking. Your premature departure from the academy is a prime example of your immaturity.
I do apologize for my actions, and I recognize that my method in obtaining my field study were unorthodox. However, my research from the study has been most enlightening. I am confident should you hear what I have to say, you will be in agreement.
Amelia, I don't know what sort of situation you've gotten yourself involved in, but I can assure you it is not a field study.
These professors are cunts. This is why I don't go to college. Amy opens her mouth to retort, but the professor holds up a hand stopping her. This isn't looking too good. Maybe I should step in. Fuck it, say something. Fucking uptight dickwads. Get a piece of Tom Thompson. Say something. Can you guys try to hear her out? I think you'd be surprised. The professor seemed to see me for the first time, then glare at me.
Young man, this is private academy business. You shouldn't be allowed to.
Professors, he is one of my associates who has accompanied me on my field study. I would request that he would be allowed to remain.
I, for one, would like to hear what Amelia has to say.
Yeah, fucking Amelia, let's go! Hashtag Team Amelia. The professor's quiet down as Professor Odessa fixes a stern look and then gestures to Amy to continue. Amy nods, she gathers her thoughts. The tensions in her body relaxes slightly and stays taller. She glances at me and I flash her grin. She's got this!
On my journey, I have come across substantial information about temples of the ancients.
Professor Odessa's brows shoot up.
An interesting and unusual subject.
Amelia nods. She digs deep into her bag and pulls out several scrolls. She rolls them out across the table, revealing notes, symbols, and elaborate sketches. I crane my neck to get a better look. I knew Amy had been keeping detailed notes, but the amount of detail is still very impressive. The professors gather in a circle and lean over the table to examine
As
it.
you can see from my findings, using previous notes from Elgerism, I have successfully accessed the temples which were forgotten by society. Each one has high concentration of energy.
Professor Odessa grins. She sits her half-moon spectacles up to her nose.
Elder Eason's research was incomplete.
Correct. I was able to use the research to orient myself to the general location of each temple. Once closer to the area, it was a
Are you not
mixture
gonna
of
tell them that you
cross-referencing
found
notes with
Elderism?
anecdotes from the fellow travelers, which helped me pinpoint each temple's exact location. For reference, the fire temple was located in the ancient city of Ember Mist.
The professors pause at the mention of Evermist and then continue to pore over the notes. Professor Odessa looked at Amelia, her eyes sparkling, a whisper of a smile on her lips.
I have to admit, this is impressive work.
The notes are meticulous and well documented, and the findings are worthwhile.
The others murmur and nod in agreement. Amelia says nothing. She says something her breath. The professors chime up and say, "You're fucking expelled," and then steal your notes.
However, I believe I speak for the group when I say this is incomplete.
Amy blinks and sheer shock is evident in her face. Her brows knit into worry.
Which means I propose that you continue on your academy sanctioned.
Oh, she gets her field study! I am the greatest! I am the key to this world! Give me a crown, damn it! The professors glance at each other, then agree in chorus and nods and murmurings. Amelia breaks into a broad grin as her eyes widen with hope.
Really?
I'm so happy for her! She's so excited, she practically squeals the world out immediately. She claps her hands in over her mouth and her face turns beet
I
red.
agree.
Despite my better judgment.
This is amazing! Maybe will stop being a
I
cyborg!
too agree.
Then it's settled.
You
You are
wish.
officially on your field study assignment for your eligibility to join the rank of Mage Caster upon successful completion.
Amy clears her throat.
Thank you. This is a great honor.
She indicates her head and bangs covering her eyes. Professor Odessa smiles and pats her on the shoulder.
Of course. Well done.
Can I get a rank? I can practically feel the embarrassment shimmering off Amelia in waves. She lifts her head and her face is still slightly red from her outburst. The other professors still seem a little ruffled, but it's clear they're
I think
impressed.
we'll be seeing great things from you, Mrs. Dell.
After being dismissed, Amy and I exit the council room. Congratulations, this is amazing news.
Yes.
Can you at least get a hug for that shit? Oh, she does! Suddenly she squeals and latches onto me in a tight hug. Whoa.
Thank you. It was with your assistance that I have finally acquired a field study.
Aw, she's happy. Do I get a screenshot? Because that's going to be great thumbnail material. That was all you, but I'm glad I could help. Gently, I return her hug. Just as suddenly, Amy lets go and soothes her robes. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry that your non-robotic thing lasted literally 5 seconds. When she looks back at me, she regained her calm and collected composure. The only hint of her previous excitement was a sparkle in her eyes. You ready to go back? She nods. Well, that was fun while it lasted. As they follow me all at the academy, I see Professor Odessa on my peripheral vision. She's talking to a man who looks to be around her age. He has a white stripe on his dark hair and wears knight armor. Does he work for the Mage Guild? He looks familiar. I think I know him from somewhere. I wonder who that is. Fuck it. We'll fucking confront people. I'm not supposed to be here anyway, so let's go talk to him. Amy doesn't seem to have noticed him. I scoot a bit closer to get a better look at this guy. His eyes are mismatched. One is brown while the other one is blue. Professor Odessa embraces him warmly.
Nay, my Mage Knight in shining armor is here.
Hey, we know him. Wait, he's one of the heroes. Now I know why he's decided to stay in Haven Guard. Professor Odessa giggles as Winrick fondly rolls his eyes.
You're always so dramatic.
Hey, what's up, my guy?
How could I not be when a revered class ass from the Mage Guild comes all this way to visit little old me?
That rank pales in comparison to being the most beautiful and intelligent professor in all of Havengard.
A faint blush dusts her cheeks. Aw, they're in love! As she smells up her immaculate smile, then leans in as he wraps her arm around her waist.
So, what's the lesson planned for today, Professor?
Why don't you come in for office hours and we can discuss it further?
Okay, I'm done eavesdropping in this conversation. It's okay. When you want to fuck a hero, you fuck a hero. That's why Tom Thompson's the best hero of them all, am I right? Feeling a bit flustered, I quickly catch up with Amy. She looks back at me, she hears me approach, but otherwise doesn't react. When does she ever react? When we make our way out of the academy, once we reach out the streets, Illumia, we part ways. Oh, I guess it's time for the 3-hour story of Zack and Kara up to, because I'm not skipping it. Knowing Zack, there's one place he'll be sure, and it's transported between him and Kara and the Bridgewick. I guess that was where Kara's with him. Following my hutch, I make the familiar track back to the inn, and I do make a couple of wrong turns, but all in all, I find the inn without much trouble. Just as expected, Zack is at the bounty board, and I begin to approach when I spot a familiar, long, luxurious brown ponytail come into view. Kara joins Zack at the board and smiles up at him. He glances at her and then folds his arms. Man, Zack, you could at least pretend you like her. They stand like that for a few minutes, then Zack turns to face Kara. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, it's not gonna be cool, is it?
Yeah?
He hesitates, and Kara arches her
I'm
brow.
gonna go get my dischargers checked out.
Oh,
She blinks in surprise and then fixes him a curious look.
okay.
Do you want to go with me?
Her eyes widen.
You're asking me to go with you.
Oh, he asked her to go look at his discharges. Is this equivalent to Zack inviting her to sexual intercourse? Those things are like his children.
Yes.
Like, me and you.
Yes.
As in us.
Yes.
Together.
Do you want to come or not?
No, I'm busy.
Zack chokes. Kara giggles.
I'm just kidding.
I'm still impressed about how much boob movement is in Kara's character. Let's fuck this to knock herself out. Not that I'm complaining. She latches into Zack's arm and snuggles into his bicep.
I'd love
I'm
to
surprised
come
this is not. All these episodes have been advertiser friendly. Okay. YouTube. I don't understand. I'd love to come with you. Zach's face turns pink. He coughs.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Zach, you're not very good at talking to women, just like a certain Zach I know. Together they begin to walk out. Neither of them notices me. Can I come? I'm so proud of my bro. Follow them. I'm so proud of my bro. Follow them. That's creepy. I let them. They let us have our time, so I'm not gonna sneak on them. I'm just gonna say, I watched Kara and Zach walk away together, flourishing with pride. A single man tear rolls down my cheek. Look how far my bros come. I feel like show now. The roles have been reversed. Watching their retreating forms exit the inn, I quietly follow them out. I guess they're a bit occupied. Maybe I should do something else to pass the time. I decide to spend the remaining time on my own. I head to the marketplace. After browsing the stores, I feel strangely nostalgic. I recognize a few of the items being sold from my first time in Lumia, and I have mixed feelings about that. Have I been here so long that things have previously made me wonder and now have become normal? Yeah, you fucking learned magic. I would hope so. Either way, this is probably an indication that I should meet back up with the others. I don't want to dive into this rabbit hole again. As I head towards the inn, I run into Leanna in the street. She grins, her cheeks flushed as she pauses to catch her breath. I glance at the mountain of groceries huddled on her arms.
Hey!
My stomach gives a pleasant little swoop at Leanna's voice. Hey, ready to meet the others? She giggles.
Actually, since you've been such a good boy, I think you deserve a reward.
I deserve a reward? I don't think I'm ready for that. Just tell me when and where. Does it have to do with free food? I'm not gonna say I don't think I'm ready. Oh, but that's a sarcastic answer. I know it's going to... We're gonna save and do all of them. Until I'm happy. I'm flattered, but maybe we should take things a little bit more slow. Leanna raises her eyebrows.
Oh, did you want an appetizer first?
Damn it, she was talking about food! My heart skips a beat. What? My hand starts shaking. Listen, you don't have to do something like this. Leanna cocks her head. You got a plan? I could wait. For dinner. Yep. Let's not be the awkward motherfucker. I was hoping it was gonna be... That's the thing that sucks, is I didn't know it was gonna be, just tell me when and where. Does it have to do with free food?
Oh, I just realized where you're at.
What do you have in mind? Leanna, that's probably the one. Leanna grins, her face slightly pink.
I wanted to make you dinner.
Oh, she wants to make me dinner. That's adorable. Really? She nods. My stomach gives a low rumble and I realize I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Watch Leanna be a really shitty cook.
Is that okay?
Are you kidding? That's awesome. Thank you. I can't wait. Leanna giggles. We're going to go to cook this up.
My place.
We're going to her place! What? Oh, this is an important part. I get to meet her family. This is like what you build up to. This means she wants my D. She wants my wand, Zach. She wants it. Not only I need to not fuck this up. Your place? She smiles and nods.
Yeah, I live here in Illumia.
Or is this not her parents' house and she actually has her own house? If it's
her own house.
This is even better. It's time for some... What did they call Netflix in the other one? Netflix? What the fuck did they call it in Ace Academy 2? I don't know, I was gonna say Netflix and chill, but I don't know how they said it in this world. Or in the Pixel Fade universe. That makes sense. She must have stayed in the inn last time to keep an eye on me, but even more importantly, Leanna's inviting me to go to her place. Alone. My pulse quickens at the thought. I know at the grocery bags. Let me help you with some of those. Leanna smiles grateful.
Thank you.
This is so cute and precious! She shuffles a few bags into my arms. Does that mean we get to sleep in the same bed? Lay gasp. They're a little bit heavier than expected, but nothing I can handle. I mean, you're gonna handle her fat ass, if you know what I'm saying, boy. We follow her through the city until we come to a small cluster of apartments. I'm saying she has a thick ass, not that she herself is physically heavy. That is a very important distinction. She leads me into a tall stone building and then shows me inside. And it looks like you have not cleaned up in about 3 fucking years. Whoa. Her clothes are sprawled across the living room floor. There's a few piles of laundry she hasn't put away and a blanket left unfolded on the couch. Several pairs of boots have been kicked carelessly off to the side. This is not the kind of room I was expecting.
Oh my gosh!
Leanna drops her groceries on the ground and begins frantically collecting her clothes, and her face falls on her face as she bends down. But not before I see a bright blush on her cheeks.
So sorry!
A smirk slides across my face. Who knew such a proper mage knight could be so messy?
It's not like that. I mean, it doesn't always look this way. When I last left, I didn't realize it'd be such a long time before I returned.
Leanna's face turns cherry red. I snicker. Uh-huh, I'm sure it doesn't always look like this.
It doesn't!
I love my character's sarcasticness. It reflects a certain someone quite well. I give her a pointed look. Leanna finally sighs and slumps with defeat.
It's usually worse.
It's usually weird. I knew it!
In my defense, I didn't expect to bring anyone back.
She leads me into the kitchen, probably eager to change the subject. We place the groceries on the counter.
Any special requests?
Whatever your signature dish is, cook for me in nothing but an apron. I want to choose that for science reasons. Or surprise me. We're gonna have to say the apron one first. I'm just curious. I know she's gonna get pissed off at the thing, but you know. I'd like to request a naked apron special, please.
Huh.
I don't
Never
know.
heard of that food before.
I've never heard of that food before. Oh, it's easy. It's just the bare essentials.
How was it made?
First you put on the apron, and then you take everything else off. Leanna's cheeks turn red and otherwise remains composed.
It's too bad I don't own an apron then. Otherwise,
Damn
I
it!
could demonstrate that.
I choke and look at Leanna's devilish grin. Leanna's used sass is super effective. A hot flash scorches my face.
Okay, let's get started then.
I kind of want to stay with that answer because it's something I would have fucking said.
Yes, you would have.
We're gonna stick with it. She didn't kill me, so it's fine. Do you want any help? Leanna shakes her head.
No, thank you. This is something I want to do for you.
My heart fumbles in my chest. A huge grin spreads over my face. You sure? She nods. How do you don't know how to cook in this world? I doubt you know how to cook at all, bud. Well, I can't wait. Please don't taste like shit. She beams and then starts unpacking the groceries. I sit down on the counter and watch her get to work. Who was the bad cook out of the group?
Akara, I'm pretty sure.
Leanna and I talk and laugh as she prepares a meal. Steam curls her hair and around her face she hovers over the stove. I wonder if they use crystals for stoves. The air shimmers with the smell of stew, making my mouth water. My stomach gives me an impatient rumble.
I think it's ready.
Leanna scoops the stew out of the pot and places a bowl in front of me. She takes a seat across from me. We dig in. The stew is still pretty hot, but I'm so hungry I shove it straight in my mouth. It almost burns my tongue. I yelp, taking a large gulp of water. Leanna laughs.
Be careful, it's still hot.
No shit. Yeah, I found out that the hard way. I would have been more sarcastic about Tom Thompson, but that subtle light sarcasm is appropriate for this moment. I don't know how to gauge my sarcasm per moment. Taking a spoonful, carefully blow on it before tasting it again. That's some advice that Leanna definitely needs to take. And it tastes okay. Definitely is edible, but it lacks any
Are
kind
you
of...
advertiser friendly?
I talk in such a way that they can't detect my voice and my autism. But it lacks any kind of flavor and seasoning. We've had Zach's cooking in the camp meals for so long that I've forgotten what Leanna's cooking tastes like. She watches me hopefully. You can't say it tastes like shit.
How is it?
It's good because you made it. You've got other talents, just eat it. Don't be an asshole! All these kind of seem kind of rude, like, it's good because you made it. Like, that seems like, oh, you didn't like it, but, yeah, I don't know. You've got other talent. I'll say it's good because you made it. I love it because you made it for me. Her cheeks turn pink and she smiles broadly.
I'm so glad you like it.
At least she's fucking an airhead. I forgot about that quality of hers. We talked about her day in the Mage Guild. Sounds like she was able to get everything she needed reported and submitted. I'm feeling her about what happened with Amelia in the Academy, and she's both happy and ready for her. We finished dinner, I'm left with a full and satisfied stomach. Weren't you supposed to check in with the people at the end, or did you check in with them and then say you're gonna go to Leanna's? Which is now gonna let Kara... Because then Kara is going to let her mind wander. Which is gonna be great plot.
She does.
I'm so full of your shit,
I warned
Leanna.
you to save room for...
Suddenly Leanna's face pinches.
Oh no! I forgot about the dessert!
Like I said, I'm super full. It's no big deal. Dinner was more than satisfactory. She rushes for a stand.
Hang on, let me go out and grab some ingredients.
Wait, it's... Right, it's
I promise it'll just be a few minutes!
Leanna runs out and slams the door behind her. ... I hope she doesn't stress herself out looking for something. I pause, looking around with Leanna. This place feels quiet. Really quiet. I sigh and drop my fingers against the table. Now what? Science is killing me. Wait patiently. Let's take a harmless look around. I can see how let's take a harmless look around is not going to be so harmless. But we're going to do it anyway and see if she comes back and fucking eats me with a frying pan. I'm an adventurous soul. I got to get up and do something.
Adventurous soul will get you killed one day.
Yep. Curiosity killed the cat. The tomcat. I've got to get up and do something. I stand up and begin to wander around her living room. Her apartment is kind of girly. What did you fucking expect? There's a pink rug in the center of the room. A few stuffed animals stuffed in the corners of her couch. There's no signs of being a mage knight here at all. It's odd, disconnect Leanna's personality. What do you assume girls do? Just because she's a kick-ass person doesn't mean she loves a good stuffed bear, you jackass. Since being a mage knight is such being a part of her identity. There's a lot of nobility stuff around here too. I noticed a few family portraits hanging on the wall. In all of them, her family looks so serious, cold even. They look like they're the type of family that sticks their nose up at anyone who considers beneath them. Leanna looks younger and she's wearing an intricate pink dress. I can't believe Leanna's wearing something like this. A very faint smile on her lips, but otherwise her face is expressionless. There's also a portrait of what must be her brother. They look alike, and they have the same nose, blonde hair, and his eyes are green though. He looks proud in his armor, a mighty sword at his hip, and a scroll in his hands. It must be some kind of graduation ceremony for when he became a mage knight. That's weird. Why isn't there a picture of Leanna becoming a mage knight? We glance around for some more. Other than the new family portraits, her walls are bare. There's no paintings or gifts displayed from friends. In fact, there isn't any random knickknacks lying around. If I didn't know better, I'd have guessed that no one lived here. It's all about as personless as a hotel room. Suddenly the door flies open, making me flinch.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Please don't kill me. I was looking at your pictures. She's a little bit out of breath, and she holds up a container of strawberries in one hand and a bottle of whipped cream. Do they know what time period is this? Is that basically exactly our same world, just dated differently? I don't know. What? Did she plan for more than I bargained for? I shouldn't let my mind wander. Whoa, we know exactly what option I'm gonna choose here first. Let's get curiosity kills my cat. My face turns bright red. Did Leanna really plan on doing more than just dinner? My heart pounds in my chest. Is this what I think it is? It's strawberries. She grinds knowingly.
I hope you're ready to have your mind blown.
I swallow hard. I did not know you were so versed in blowing minds. She giggles and shakes at the whipped cream.
Ready?
I imagine Leanna spraying the whipped cream into my mouth and quickly shake my head. You can go first. She grins.
You insist.
She licks the lips and pours a generous heap of whipped cream on a plate and then dips her fingers and tastes and licks it clean. I gulp and try to control it being hard as I watch. Next, she starts arranging the strawberries on the plate. I'm assuming this is just you, bro. And she eats one.
This is so good! I have a bit of a sweet tooth, and this is my favorite combo.
Oh. I'm not sure if I'm disappointed or relieved that she literally just likes strawberries and whipped cream. She grins and hands me the plate.
Here, have some.
I do, and the whipped cream melts across my tongue. Should I go back and choose the other option, or should I stay on that one? I don't think it makes a difference. I guess I'll stay with it. I do. The whipped cream melts across my tongue, and the strawberries ripe and sweet. I can see now why she's so happy after trying these. Well, these are pretty good. Leanna grins.
Told you.
I do enjoy. I enjoy chocolate-covered strawberries. That's my shit. We spend the rest of the night talking and laughing over dessert. It's only when her eyes start to get heavy that I realize how late it is. She must be getting tired. It's getting kind of late, huh?
It's not that late.
Is it cuddle time? It better be cuddle time. I'm gonna be one pissed some bitch if you go home. She quickly masks yawn and then looks sheepish. You were saying?
Sorry.
It's already pretty dark out. I should get going. As much as I don't want to leave her company, you fucking... Why? Don't pull this shit on me. Don't get me this close. Don't let me fly this close to the sun and then Icarus me, okay? As much as I don't want to leave her company, I rise to my feet. Leanna leads me to the front door. I step outside the porch. I stop. Oh.
Well, good night.
Good night. Leanna takes a step closer. My heart jumps. I bend my head down to reach hers, and she lifts up on her tiptoes. Leanna winds her arms around my neck, kisses me, and her fingers comb through my hair as a soft sigh fills me. She tastes the strawberries and whipped cream. She smells like vanilla and too much sun. And suddenly I feel myself springing and melting, cupping her cheeks to ground myself. I smile and kiss her again, slower and softer this time. This is precious. We say goodbye as I navigate my way back to the end, feeling lighter. You could have cuddled. Do you understand the concept of this? You're denser than a neutron star. They greet me as I approach. What are you guys still doing up? Oh, they're waiting for me to get home.
We'd meet back here at the end, didn't we?
Kara keeps her tone tight, but I can see the mischief dancing in her eyes. So you were waiting for me?
The hour is quite late. There was a possibility that harm could have befallen
Oh, I can
you.
assure you, not a single thing of harm befallen me.
There is also the possibility that something, or should I say someone, had you a bit distracted.
Damn it, Kara! Kara meets my gaze, but I quickly look away. My cheeks feel hot. I don't know what you mean.
Speaking of whom, where's Leanna?
I look sharply at Zach, but he remains stoic. If I say she's at her place, everyone's gonna be like, ooh. But she remains a stoic ever. Kara pretends to be think.
You're right. I haven't seen her all evening either. You wouldn't have happened to see her, would you?
I hate this smug lady sometimes. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's return the sarcasm. I may have come across her. Well, now that you mention it, I may have come upon her at some point in the evening. Kara's eyes twinkle playfully. Not like that. I just mean I saw her.
Of course.
Oh, she's so smug! You can feel it through the screen! She's going to stay at her own place, so you guys don't have to wait up.
And how would you know that Leanna has her own place here, young man?
How do you know Leanna has her own place, young man? Kara, you need to tone down this level of smug. You're smugger than a mug in a rug, okay? You need to calm down. My cheeks heat up. Kara smirks at my reaction. Aw, her smug is not getting any lighter. She looks at me like she's about to say more, but I interrupt her. Anyway, now that you know I'm safe, I'm going to bed, and maybe you all should too. Amy nods.
It is quite late, and we must depart tomorrow.
As she heads upstairs, Kara and Zach stand. She turns to him.
Make sure he stays safe in his bed. We wouldn't want him to temporarily go missing again.
Kara, I don't need your fucking sass. My face flushes as she winks at me. Ignoring her, I head upstairs and listening to her giggle behind me. I'm gonna definitely need to make a Kara emoji set. Once I secure my room, I flop onto the bed. The Pongo bounces happily beside me. You've been waiting for me? Boy, boy. He bounces in the affirmation and then snuggles against me as I crawl beneath the blankets. Zach gets into his bed too, and for once I'm grateful for his silence. Don't think I can handle any more teasing. Thank you, Zach, for not saying anything. Before long, I drift to sleep with thoughts of Leanna and strawberries. Okay. And that is another episode of Crystalline. I know these episodes are quite long, but I do like to record them for a day. So it's like a day is a video, which I think makes quite sense. And this is 57 minutes and 52 seconds. But I enjoy Zach's company because it makes it a little bit more fun because he can laugh at the stupid shit I say in real time. Zach, anything would you like to say to these people?
This game deceives you.
What do you mean? Don't fucking say that to me. Okay, well, we're gonna find out what Zach means in the next episode. Probably not, because this game is hella long.